This video has been produced with the Storyum application. If you want to create unique videos on your channel, visit our website from the channel information. Throughout the history of computing, there have been numerous technologies and developers that have faded into obscurity, yet their contributions were pivotal during their time. Today, we will delve into some of those lost computer technologies and the visionaries behind them, exploring their fascinating stories and the impact they had on the tech landscape. Let's begin with the Data General Nova, a minicomputer released in the early 1970s. While most people associate computing power with giants like IBM or Apple, the Nova was a breakthrough in miniaturization. It was one of the first affordable computers that allowed smaller businesses and universities to harness computing power. Its architecture inspired future designs, including the early personal computers. However, as microprocessors advanced and the personal computing revolution took off, the Nova quickly faded from the spotlight, leaving behind a legacy of innovation. Next, we can't overlook the role of the Altair 8800, often considered the spark that ignited the personal computer revolution. Released in 1975, it was the first commercially successful personal computer kit. What makes the Altair particularly interesting is that it was initially sold without a keyboard or monitor. Users had to input data using switches, making it a challenging machine for anyone who wasn't tech-savvy. Despite its limitations, it inspired a generation of developers, including the young Bill Gates and Paul Allen, who created a version of BASIC for it. The Altair laid the groundwork for Microsoft, yet today it is often overshadowed by more user-friendly models that followed. Moving on, we arrive at NE XT Computer, founded by Steve Jobs after he left Apple in the 1980s. The NE XT Computer was an ambitious project that aimed to blend high-end hardware with cutting-edge software. It introduced features like object-oriented programming and was instrumental in the development of the World Wide Web. Tim Berners-Lee developed the first web browser on the NE XT platform. However, despite its innovative technology, the NE XT Computer was too costly for the average user, and production ceased in the early 1990s. Today, it is remembered more for its influence on future technologies rather than its commercial success. Next is the Commodore Amiga, a line of personal computers that were released in the mid-1980s. The Amiga was revolutionary for its time, featuring advanced graphics and sound capabilities that far surpassed its competitors. It was a favorite among video producers and game developers, offering features that were ideal for multimedia applications. Despite its technological prowess, the Amiga struggled with marketing and competition, leading to its downfall. Its legacy is still felt today, influencing modern gaming and video editing technology. Another lost gem is the Atari ST, a personal computer popular in the late 1980s and early 1990s. It was particularly beloved by musicians and artists due to its MIDI capabilities, making it a staple in the music production industry. The ST series also came with a graphical user interface that was user-friendly, paving the way for future systems. However, as Windows and Mac systems gained market dominance, the Atari ST slowly became a relic of the past, despite its significant impact on computer music production. Let's not forget the Z3 computer, designed by German engineer Konrad Zuse during World War II. It was the world's first programmable digital computer and laid the foundation for modern computing. The Z3 used electromechanical relays and was innovative for its time, capable of performing complex calculations. Unfortunately, due to the war, the Z3 was largely forgotten until much later. Today, Zuse is celebrated for his contributions, yet many people remain unaware of the Z3's existence. Now let's discuss the Apple Lisa, one of the first personal computers to offer a graphical user interface. Released in 1983, the Lisa was groundbreaking, featuring a mouse and desktop metaphor that would later be popularized by the Macintosh. However, due to its high price point and limited software availability, it struggled to find a market. The Lisa is often overshadowed by the Macintosh, but it paved the way for user-friendly interfaces that we take for granted today. Lastly, we can mention HyperCard, a software application developed by Apple in the late 1980s. It was a pioneer in the concept of hypertext and interactive media. Users could create their own stacks of cards with text, images, and links, leading to a new way of organizing and accessing information. However, as the internet evolved and web technologies took over, HyperCard fell into obscurity. Its innovative approach to linking information still resonates in modern web design and development. These lost technologies and their creators remind us that the world of computing is often shaped by innovations that may not have received the recognition they deserved. Each of these stories highlights the importance of creativity and vision in tech and serves as a reminder of how quickly the landscape can change. If you find these stories fascinating and want to explore more unique content, don't forget to check out our website through the information in our channel. Thank you for joining us on this journey through lost computer technologies and their developers.